Hey, gun people. This is got a lot of tentacles in it, so I'm not real sure how this is going to play out in the law because I don't have enough information. But this off-duty deputy ends up shooting this guy.
In this altercation between Adair County Deputy Travis Adams and Justin Hellyer, you can see the men yelling at each other. The Washington County prosecutor said Deputy Adams lived on the property for several years, but Hellyer's family claims they own it, and Justin was there just to check on the property. The Washington County...
Okay, so he lives on a property for several years. This guy says he owns it and is checking on it. So who's the trespasser, the owner or the guy that's lived there for several years? Does he really own it? If he's lived there for several years, does he have a lease? Did he buy it? It really doesn't say. There's a lot of kind of iffy shit in this report, so I don't know what the hell's going on.
Sheriff's office says Adams fired his service weapon twice, hitting Hellyer in the abdomen. The Adair County Sheriff says the deputy is on administrative leave pending the investigation. We are working to find out what Adair County's policy is on using service weapons off duty.
Yeah, the policy is if it doesn't matter. It's your gun. It's issued by the department. It's issued to you. You can carry it on and off duty. There is no policy about using your gun.
The incident is still under investigation by the Washington County Sheriff's Office. They tell me once their investigation is complete, they will turn it over to the prosecutor's office. 5 News, Catherine.
All right, so according to this, underway, shot by off-duty, responded to a shooting. After they arrived, they found one man who was shot twice in the abdomen by Travis, an off-duty Oklahoma deputy. The man identified as Justin, taken to medical center where he's in critical condition. He's still in ICU. Heller's family says he was unarmed during the altercation, exchanged words with Adams before the shooting. Yeah, they were seriously exchanged words. You're trespassing on my property. Call the cops. A voicemail Heller left his aunt. Cindy Johnson during his argument. It broke my heart. I feared he was going to die. The gun used was a service revolver at the time. Police have not made an arrest in connection with the shooting. Yeah, they're not going to arrest him because he's a cop. If he was a pesky citizen, they would have arrested him. Prosecutor at Washington County has not turned over the case yet. Investigation file. Part of the incident captured on video. In the video, you do see what led to the altercation. Shot, arguing. The man can be seen grabbing Adams by the throat just before he opens fire. That's going to help the off-duty deputy. Again, we still don't know who was there lawfully. Was the deputy who's been living there for years? Does he own the place, or does he have a rental agreement, or is he just squatting? And did the guy that showed up really own the place, which makes the deputy trespassing? That's going to be the key in this case, I think. I think that's might be it on this. So here's the little bit more better footage where it actually shows this guy grab him by the throat.
During an argument he had with an off-duty Adair County deputy.
That broke my heart. I mean, I feared he was going to die.
The off-duty Adair County deputy has been identified as Travis Adams.
Okay, so things that are going to be relevant here is this woman with him, or is it with this guy? Is the cop outnumbered, or is he defending his family? Who really owns the property? Is this guy lawfully on the property, the deputy? And does he have a lease? He's been living there for several years. I'm assuming he has a lease or he's been paying rent. If he hasn't, then this guy that owns the property was right and he shot him. So we don't know what's going on because it's not clear.
Shoot me! That's what you do, shoot me!
Hellyer's family says he was unarmed during the altercation, exchanging words with Adams before the shooting.
There's just no way he thought Justin was going to kill him.
Oh, his aunt thinks he's a good guy. Okay.
There's no way.
The Washington County prosecutor says Deputy Adams lived on the property for several years, but Hellyer's family says they own it.
So the DA says he's lived there for several years. Notice he didn't say he was paying rent. He has a lease. He's buying. They just said he's lived there for several years. That sounds fishy to me. It sounds like government protecting government here.
Justin was there to check on the property before he was shot by Adams.
Here's where he grabs him by the throat. People say just because he grabbed him by the throat, he couldn't shoot him. If you've got a gun, and this guy's identified himself as a cop, and you grab him by the throat, there is no way a prosecutor is going to charge a cop for saying, because the cop's going to say, if he would have choked me out, he could have took my gun. He would have killed me. He was trying to disarm me. He attacked me when my gun was out. I didn't have a holster. I had nowhere to put it. This guy attacked me, and I was defending myself. So this shooting is going to be justified unless he had no right to be there and this person really owns the property. That will change everything.
Well, he's still in ICU. He was taken back to emergency surgery yesterday.
The Washington County prosecutor says the gun used by Adams was his service weapon, and the investigation will be submitted to the Washington County attorney for review. But for now, an arrest has not been made.
But that man should have known better.
All right, we'll see how this one comes out. Off-duty Oklahoma deputy shoots man in Washington County. We'll end that there.